I should state that actually wasn't your choice. No, sorry about that.
Yeah.
That was actually my choice. That was a group called Marijuana Death Squads. They're a Minnesotan noise group. They call themselves like noise core, or I don't know, noise pop. Yeah, some kind of core.
Yeah. Or step.
Noise step. Yeah. But they're quite interesting. I'd never ever heard them before, and then I listened to this podcast called All Songs Considered, and they were playing Marijuana Death Squads, and that's a 4-minute version of I think it's like an 8-minute track.
Yeah, I like the end. I like the drums from the end. But
yeah.
Because we were still baffled by the desk, kind of didn't listen to the start.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. It's weird, and then it builds and goes a bit crazy.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of live videos on YouTube, and they look like they do good live shows. I'd like to see that.
I used to be in a band that tried to do that, but
what, live shows?
No. No, we actively avoided those. But we tried to build. Every song was a builder.
Oh yeah.
But they all just sounded the same.
Yeah, there is that. You do run that risk, don't you?
Yeah. So, apologies to anyone that's listening if you're in that band.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But it's your fault.
Sorry for slagging them off. Yeah, so if you like that was Marijuana Death Squads, and the song was called Ewok Sadness.
Oh.
Yeah, they're quite interesting, although I haven't actually heard anything else, so they could be rubbish.
Yeah,
Maybe you thought that was rubbish. Don't know. We'll move on now to Robbie's choice. It's track 1 from the CD that you've brought with you.
Yeah, could be anything. I don't know what it.
You're not sure what it is. I was going to say, do you want to introduce it? But
if it's what I think it is, I do believe they're also from Minnesota. But again, could be wrong.
Could be wrong. We'll see.
I'm not joking around. I see the crowd you're hanging with, and those kids don't seem positive. Don't all the cigs make you tired? You know I'll never ask you to change, I'll only ask you to try. I know you're gonna do what I know you're gonna do. But 22 and banging around in restaurants isn't that much prettier than banging around in bars. And why do you keep going to his car? I don't want this to stop. I want you to know. I don't want you to settle. I want you to grow. Forget all the boys that you met at the harbor. You're too hard already. They'll only get harder. Jesse, let's go for a ride. I know a place that we could stop. I know a place that we could drink and kiss for a while. I know a place that always makes you smile. I know you're gonna say what I know you're gonna say. I know you look at the ground. I know you probably cry. You're a beautiful girl, and you're a pretty good waitress. But Jesse, I don't think I'm the guy. I don't want this to stop. I want you to know. I don't want you to settle. I want you to grow.
I can see why you like those.
Yeah.
That was
the Hold Steady.
The Hold Steady.
Hurricane J.
Right.
I believe J for Jesse.
I think I can see why you like that. Shall I explain why?
Go for it.
I think it has that Springsteen-esque sound to it.
Yeah. And if you listen to a lot of their stuff, they're telling stories like about people and about particularly kids in America, doing all their drinking.
Yeah.
And it's so like Springsteen-y and all that kind of stuff. I just like, I love it.
I like songs a bit like you. I like stories in songs, and I also like songs where people sing about places and people they know.
Yeah, I actually went to see them live about 3 years ago, and one of their songs they mention a mall, sort of like shopping centre that they go to.
Probably the Mall of America if they're from Minnesota.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, been there.
Actually, no idea.
Been there, done that.
Right, show off.
It's got a theme park in it. I'll just
and he goes. The guy goes. He goes, oh, you know, you guys probably don't know where this mall is unless you're Chris Attaway, of course.
Yeah.
And
I went guilty.
and he said, but it seems like you understand songs and you can relate to them. And I just love it. I think it's really great. And the stories he tells or anything, there's quality.
So what album is that from?
That's from, what the hell is that album called? I don't know. Big fan.
The thing is, we need to do our research.
Yeah.
And know how to operate the studio that you haven't been in for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, that one's all on you. That's not my job. So.
It's a good show, isn't it? So far?
Yeah.
So how did you hear about the Hold Steady?
Various people, a couple of friends, just told me about them. It was the year.
A word of mouth band.
Yeah, a bit, yeah. And then just got into the album Boys and Girls in America, I think, is just amazing. And again, it's the same kind of stuff. They mention a lot of kind of like Hemingway and Kerouac references and all that kind of stuff. And it's all just really good stories. There's plenty more. Where that came from. Their first album, I believe, was a concept album, and it was about these three characters that kind of went through it. And I don't like it that as much as I like that one and the two that come before it. They've just released a new one as well, which is, again, it's just like brilliant.
All right. So they're just consistently a good band.
I reckon so. Yeah.
I think I might have to check them out.
Yeah, do.
I'll have a listen. My next track is by a woman called Laura Stevenson.
Never heard of her.
Me neither. Yeah,
right, okay.
I hadn't. She was at Southwest this year in March, and there's a track that was brought to my attention, and I don't really know how to say it. It's the letter L dash and then DOPA. So L Duper.
I think it's L dash DOPA. Is that it? I've forgotten it already.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
But so this is L Dopa, or this is L dash DOPA by Laura Stevenson. Is that what you say? I don't know.
It's your show.
Yeah, I'll do what I want. But it's a really, really nice song, and I think it's a good headphone song. Her voice is quite close to the mic, and she's got like a really, really nice voice.
Is that a way of telling me to keep the headphones on?
Keep them on. Stop walking out, please.
Got some stuff in the car.
Stop getting in half and walking out, please. But I think it's a really nice song, but what I was worried about when I first liked this song, I liked it when I heard it, and I thought, I must go and listen to that again. And when I did, I thought, I wonder if this is like a bit sweet, because I really have an inbuilt aversion to sweet, lovey songs.
Yeah, I know what you mean there, because I like some sweet, lovey songs too, but then sometimes I listen to it, I'm saying, this is too sweet and lovey.
It's too much. Yeah, like, I shouldn't like this.
Yeah.
For me, I think this just holds it back from being too much. I think it's a really, really nice song. It's got sort of a country sound as well.
Cool.
Anyway, let's see what you think.
Let's see how she gets on.
Let's see how she gets on. Take it away, Laura.
I'm a bright white egg and I incubate in a warm yellow light in the winter. And I'll hatch on a snow-covered morning, and no one will be awake to see it happen. There is no history, there's no expectation. Just warm yellow light on my skin. And I'm blessed by my mother, though I'll never know her, and I'll never
So that's Laura Stevenson.
Yeah, I really like that.
I do too.
Yeah.
I really do.
I don't think it's too sweet. I think you're wrong.
Okay, I'm glad someone else has said that now.
Yeah.
It's been okayed.
Yeah. I mean, I was disagreeing with you because you said it was too sweet, didn't you?
Well, I didn't. I was just wondering, like, it's just because she has a very pretty voice and it's very soft and it, you know, and I just thought, oh God, I usually hate this sort of thing. Why am I liking it?
Did you see her at South by Southwest, or did
No,
you just?
no.
Because it might be the case after an album, you were kind of like you want to shut up a bit.
You would think so, but that's from her latest album, Wheel, and I've had a listen and it's good.
Oh right, so
I do.
I'll be in the car.
See you in a bit.
No, I thought it was really good. Like we just had a little chat.
Yeah,
mid-track.
Yeah, what were you saying?
And I thought it sounded Feist / Joanna Newsom, and just almost like partly like a female version of quiet Ryan Adams songs.
Yeah.
I just thought it was just really nice. Yeah,
It was really nice. You're right. I thought of Joanna Newsom when I first heard it as well.
yeah. There's a song by the other artist I mentioned, the Feist, called The Park, I believe, from her album The Reminder, and the start of it just like brought me back to listening to that. And,
Yeah.
But having said that, after a while I found her too sweet and I got a bit fed up. But that would just, I thought that built really nice. That was really,
Yeah, that was a really nice song. That was Laura Stevenson, and her latest album is called Wheel, and it's very nice. I had a listen. I liked it.
we still don't know what the name of it is, though, do we?
No, I keep calling it L-Dopa, but I don't know.
Sound a bit stupid though.
I could sound like a complete idiot. Like in the States, they might be going,
Yeah.
well,
People are listening to this in the States.
in the States, they are not.
God, well, what are these two on about?
All across America, people are shaking their heads. What is that guy on
But
about?
even if you met her and went up to her, well, I love your song El Dopa. What?
What are you talking about? It's El Dupoint. We've got 5 more minutes of us sharing music, and then after the news, we're going to do a thing called 6 Songs of Me. We thought we'd give this a go, in which it's a questionnaire about music, and you talk about the first single you bought, and then songs that take you back to your childhood, and stuff that gets you going and dancing and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm not going to admit what the first single I bought was. I don't think I remember.
I can remember mine. It's all right. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So I'm going to play. We're just spinning the wheel on your CD, aren't we? And just playing
Yeah.
anything.
So anything can happen Monday.
Okay, ready? I spun the wheel, and I'm going to press play.
What if it's the same one as before?
Oh, I hope it isn't.
All right. Same band as before.
Oh, well.
Boys and girls in America. 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 Boys and girls in America.
Don't bother talking to the guys with their hot soft eyes. You know they're already taken on. Don't even speak to all those sequencers, beach boys. When they kiss, they spit white noise. 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 And when they kiss, they spit white noise. And when they kiss, they spit white noise. When they kiss, they spit white noise.
Yeah. That was the same band we heard earlier, I believe.
Yep. One of the 3 bands that I listen to.
Good, yeah.
Yeah. Hold Steady, not from Minnesota, Lying There.
Yeah, you
From-
were a big fat liar.
Yeah, I felt awful about that.
You should.
That was the first night, and it kind of actually for me, sums up that band, because what we were saying about the storytelling and all the rest of it, the characters that come up in that song, they come up in a lot of their songs, a bit like
Right.
Springsteen and Mary and Wendy and so on and so forth. And it's about this girl who's wound up in hospital because she's done too much naughty substances and all that kind of stuff. And it just tells a story. And I really love like the piano, like the bass from the piano was really nice. And as I said to you during the song, like I don't usually love too much piano heavy stuff, but I think
Yeah.
the Hold Steady, up until their recent couple of albums, do it really, really well. And the pianist was just amazing. He's unfortunately left now, but he was really, really, really great. And it's just kind of like good old rock and roll, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I was thinking it is pretty much just classic rock and roll, isn't it?
When they decided to start a band, they were sitting there listening to the band, as in Bob Dylan and the band, and they said, why don't people make music like this anymore?
Oh, right.
So they started that
So they
band.
started doing it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, good story.
And they're not from Minnesota.
Not even a little bit.
That was good. I enjoyed that one as well. I think that I would like them.
Yeah, I've become a bit of a champion of their music and basically bully people into listening to them, and then they don't, and I don't really have the clout to make them. So, bit of a shame that.
I would. They're the sort of band I would recommend to my dad.
Yeah, I've done that as well, but he forgets immediately.
He won't listen to them, though.
Yeah,
He
no.
won't.
Neither will my dad.
No.
My dad won't even listen to this. He's having a curry. So. I do remember, though, you asked me where they were recommended to me from. I do believe it was my friend Dominic.
I thought you were going to say it's your dad.
No, he doesn't really have a good taste in music at all.
Oh, well, thanks, Dominic, then.
Yeah, thanks, Dom.
Big shout out. Thank you. Right, we're going to do the 6 songs of me now.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a thing that The Guardian started, and they interview musicians and stuff, and they do this with them, and you can read them on their website. And it creates... I think you can do this and create a little playlist on Spotify or something, and then share it with your friends on Facebook and all that rubbish. But we're just going to question each other on it, so I'll go through them.
Have you got the big light to shine in my eyes?
Yeah. It's an interrogation about music. So the first question on the 6 songs of me is, what was the first song that you ever bought?
Well, see, I think, as I said to you just earlier, I think this is question for the iTunes generation, and I don't agree with it, because you don't buy songs, you buy albums, unless you buy a single, but then you get at least 3 songs and a remix.
I think we're showing our age.
Well, you know.
Because I remember when I used to buy singles, this will show my age as well. Do you remember you'd buy them on a CD?
What?
Because we're not that old.
What's a CD?
And you know, when you get them in the CD, the singles were thin, weren't they? Thin
Yeah.
CDs. And the CD would be showing through the clear plastic at the back.
Yeah.
Now, when somebody put the CD back, you know, the normal way that you would expect to put a CD back, that used to annoy me, because I wanted to see the artwork on the CD through the plastic. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking. I don't know why.
That annoyed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're just staring at me blankly there.
I just don't know why that would annoy you.
Because it's a bit, I don't know, OCD of me, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose nothing wrong with that.
No, sorry, I don't know why I interjected with that.
I think
Go nowhere story. Carry on.
Do you not remember then your first time?
Talk about music. I do remember my first single, yeah. But let's go with you first.
I think, if I can remember back, my first single that I bought with money was...
As opposed to trading cattle or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? It was Gangster's Paradise.
Oh, yes.
By Coolio.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
That's actually alright.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, before that, it was just the old taping off the radio thing.
Yeah.
That was...
hovering over play and record at the same time.
Yeah.
Push them down in order.
Those weren't the days.
No, they weren't. That's actually an alright... That's quite good. That's what you'd expect as well.
Yeah, I suppose it was around that sort of time,
Yeah.
I guess. And
I guess you were a fan of the Michelle Pfeiffer drama Dangerous Minds. Yeah.
never actually saw it. Wasn't allowed.
Good, it's inspirational.
I do remember my first album as well.
Oh, you do?
I actually remember my first album purchased and my first album received as a Christmas gift.
Right.
Christmas gift was Welcome to the Neighbourhood by Meatloaf.
Okay, good.
Wasn't very good.
No.
And more embarrassingly, first album was Eternal the R&B soul trio, because this was after Louise Redknapp had left.
Oh, right, okay.
Don't know why I bought that, but then CD Warehouse wouldn't trade it in, so I just put it in the bin.
You bought an Eternal CD. You bought an Eternal album.
Oh,
An
yeah.
album.
Yeah.
So that's a whole CD full of Eternal
And
songs.
a book. Not a book, but the sleeve notes.
Yeah.
That had pictures of them in it. And lyrics as well. So
Actually, you have to admit that I had an Eternal single. It was the
should
one.
have got the album.
The one
It's in a bin on Market Street.
Okay, get it. I had the single that they did with that guy. Wanna be the only one to love.
Was that Luther Vandross?
Wanna be the only one. Oh, the only one. That's what it was called.
However, did you work that out?
I can't remember who they sang it with. Was it?
I thought it was Luther Vandross.
We don't know what we're talking about, do we?
No.
I don't know if it was. Anyway. But we don't have those singles or albums.
Yeah, so that was a
Thank
good.
God we don't have Eternal, so we can't play those. The first song I ever bought, I don't remember the first song I ever bought, but
No.
I do remember the first single I had. It was a present from my brother. On my birthday one year, I got a Ghetto Blaster, which I was just delighted with. I was so happy.
That's pretty 90s.
Yeah, and
I take you did a bit of breakdancing with it.
Oh yeah, I took it on the streets with me. He
Cool.
held it on my shoulder.
Is that why you were mercilessly beaten?
Yeah, hence I don't have any friends. But I got the single from my brother, Mary Jane by the Spin Doctors.
Oh. I don't really know
Probably
much.
don't know, do you?
No, I don't.
No.
I might know if I heard it.
No, you probably wouldn't. It was alright though, they're the Spin Doctors, they're okay. You can listen to them. They're
Yeah, I
alright.
don't know much of their music at all.
Yeah. So that was my first single. Anyway, should we move on to the next choice then, which was what song always gets you dancing?
Yeah. I mean, there's not, is it? I don't dance.
I mean, we're not dancers. Well,
Not
we
dancers.
don't dance, really.
No, I mean, unless, you're quite drunk.
Shall I rephrase it then and say, like, if you were driving in your car, is this the song that would get you speeding up? Or if you were cycling, would it get you pedalling really
Well,
hard?
like, it's one of, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think it's really great. Like, I've seen the band live, and when they go into it, it's just like, yes, this is quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I don't know which one it is though on the CD. So
Okay. Well, I've got mine queued up.
yeah, you do that.
Just in
one.
case. Well, what was yours?
The 59 Sound by the Gaslight Anthem.
Okay.
I think it's really great.
And I don't know that
Oh, really?
because I don't know Gaslight Anthem. Although you have played them in the car before and I have liked it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so, alright, well, we'll play that in a minute then because we don't know what track it is on,
Yeah,
on the
so
CD.
so
Because we're really good at this.
Yeah. Planned. Well,
Song that always gets you dancing, for me again, I'm not really a I don't regularly dance. But I was thinking about it and I thought, God, I don't know really. Like, I've got lots of songs that that I get excited about hearing.
yeah.
So I guess I just chose one of those, really.
Yeah, that's what I did. Because, like, there's just loads that you could just
Yeah.
see it. Because sometimes it's not even a band that I actually like. I don't like all their music. I just like that
Just
particular
that one song, yeah. Well, I've chosen a track by a band called Hockey Night. Have you heard of Hockey Night?
No.
They're not around anymore. They were two brothers who formed a band way back. I don't know. This album came out in 2005. The album's called Keep Guessing, and as far as I know, it's the only album they did.
Keep guessing.
Keep Guessing. It's brilliant, and I don't think there's a bad track on the album. The song that I'm going to play is called For Guys' Eyes Only, and if you want to, feel free imagining me dancing to this
With the Ghetto Blaster.
with a Ghetto Blaster in the street. Put the Ghetto Blaster down, Robbie.
Yeah, sorry, I just love to boogie. I actually did like that. I thought that it actually sounded like it was a bit after its time kind of thing. It sounded almost like it should have been kind of like a bit earlier, maybe late 90s. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. It kind of almost reminded me of things along the lines of like rival schools and stuff like that. I might be...
rival schools, yeah, a little bit. I would agree. I like that album. It's all good, actually. I don't know what I'd pick out as a really great track. It's just one of those albums that runs into each other, and they're all really great.
Where are they from?
I don't know. Come on.
Probably Canada.
We're not going to do our research, are we? Yeah, I don't know. I think they're American, but I could be wrong. They're called Hockey Night.
Canadians love hockey.
They do, so it could be. Not to be confused with the band Hockey, which exist as well, and I don't know if they're good or not. But I like Hockey Night. Okay. So if you people across America who are listening come up to me and start talking about hockey, the sport or the band, I'm not going to be interested.
And that goes for Canadians too.
And that goes for
you.
you.
All do one.
Canadians. Yeah, the album's called Keep Guessing. Like I said, they're not around anymore, but that's a good album if you fancy going to get it. Yeah, or downloading it from iTunes, because that's what the kids do these days. Robbie, your choice was a track by the Gaslight Anthem.
Yep.
The song that always gets you dancing.
Doesn't.
It doesn't get you dancing, but it's a one that
good summer track.
Gets you going.
Yeah.
Well, not in that way, but we think it's track 6 on your
but it is
weirdly
song
burned
roulette.
CD. We don't know what's happening with your CD, do we?
Why don't you just play it and then I'll say skip it?
You just shut up. Okay, right. I'll play it and we'll see yes or no.
No.
Right. Let's go to track 7 then. This is good. It's a good CD, this, because what it likes to do is just not play. You have burnt the weirdest CD. Okay, hang on.
Nope.
Okay.
That'll come later.
That's a little taster of Robbie's
what's to come.
Choice of music.
Nope.
Right.
I think you need to go back.
Let's go back to track 4.
Yeah, go on then. Bingo.
Hey! Another one that reminds me of Springsteen.
Yeah, it's very East Coast, my
your taste.
My taste in music. Yeah.
I was going to say also a bit Ryan Adams-ish.
Yeah, it is
more of the faster Ryan Adams songs.
And again, it's like the lyrics and everything. Like, obviously, it's really lively and really kind of. You can see why when they play it live, people go a bit like, "Yay!"
Yeah, I like this one
because there's this great line that I was just explaining to you where he says. In the first verse, he says, "I hope we don't hear Marley's chains we forged in life," which is a reference to A Christmas Carol, Dickens. I think it's a Muppets Christmas Carol, though, that it's a
That's the
reference
one,
to.
yeah.
Because I think that was an original screenplay, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think Dickens based his on the Muppets Christmas Carol.
I don't see it. It can't be any other way round.
No, his version was just without the Muppets, the boring version.
Yeah. Didn't even have Kelsey Grammer in it.
Did the Muppets Christmas Carol have Kelsey Grammer in it?
No, there's another version of it.
I was thinking he thinks Michael Caine is Kelsey Grammer. When do I tell him?
Yeah, sorry.
I like that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing well tonight.
Yeah, we like each other's
We're,
music.
we're not challenging each other in any way.
Especially that first half of that song we heard at the beginning.
Yeah, I liked it. It was good. Yeah, in fact, the only challenging song really we played is that Ewok Sadness, that Marijuana Death Squads. Really.
Yeah.
That was the only
And part of my hostility towards that game because you told everybody that it was my choice. And
Sorry about that.
I don't like people speaking for me.
Well, the next question is, what song takes you back to your childhood? I've just realised I don't really have anything else on here that that I can play. Like I didn't really plan this.
What? Nothing.
Like, well, I'm looking through the questions of the 6 songs of me, and I haven't brought any music with me that I can demonstrate with.
Oh, I mean, this next. Or if we play my
We'll do
next
yours,
track,
yeah.
This is actually a live version of, but it's like a song that kind of sums up. I nearly said it sums up my childhood. That's such a wildly inaccurate thing to say, because it doesn't. It's just a song that reminds me of like my family.
Yeah.
Because like it's Springsteen, and we were like brought up with Springsteen, and the lyrics and everything, just amazing. And if you play it, I mean, if you just get on with it and play it.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, there's a line in it. It's Thunder Road, but it's an acoustic version of. So he's just playing on a piano, and it's from like the 1970s or something. And there's a line that kind of like everyone in my family really loves this line, and I think it's quite funny because my dad always notes it as his like favourite lyric ever, and it's "You ain't a beauty, but hey, you're all right."
Yeah, everyone likes that line. Yeah.
And it just, you know, Mum's probably sit there for thanks.
Yeah, thanks for that.
30 years down the drain.
It's been a washout. Yeah, I like that. I actually have a favourite line from this song, I think.
Oh,
and
yeah?
it's there were ghosts in the eyes of all the boys that you sent away.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Quality.
I think he was just a great songwriter.
Still is.
Still is.
Still
What I said was like,
Peace be with him.
God rest his soul.
If my sister's listening to this, she will be shouting at the radio, "How dare he say he's
I'm
dead?"
sorry, I didn't mean he's dead. Right. Shall we just play it then? We all know what it is.
Yeah.
But this is a live version. Any particular reason why you've chosen the live version?
I really love it when he does it with just the piano, and
Okay.
yeah, and I can rely on the officially pressed CD more than my own computer skills.
Yeah, that is a weird.
However, it's a shame because the end of the studio version has that great saxophone bit with all the,
Yeah.
and that's great. So he doesn't really have that. But the piano version is just so amazing,
Okay.
especially if you see him play live when the sun is setting, and he plays it, and it's just like, oh, this is just the best.
Still welling up.
Yeah,
Okay.
get the boombox back.
Here's Thunder Road.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band.
Screen door slams, Mary's just sweet. Like a vision, she dances across the porch as the radio plays.
That's recorded on the 18th of October 1975. It was Thunder Road by Bruce Springsteen, recorded at the Roxy.
Yeah, lovely song.
So that was your song that takes you back to your childhood.
Yeah, I mean, thinking back, if there was a Springsteen song that did take me back to my childhood, it would be Born to Run. But
well, why didn't you play it then?
Well, if you shut up a second, I'll tell you. Over the years, that one has kind of become like, as I said, for like my family, like every single member of my family like loves that. We all have our favourite kind of. Sounds like we're some sort of weird troupe.
I've just got this image of you all sitting around the fireplace.
Yeah, we don't have a TV, just a picture of Springsteen in a record player.
Shrine to Springsteen.
Yeah, but like, so everyone has their kind of like favourites and stuff, but I think that's a kind of pervasive song.
Yeah,
that which like, and the lyrics are just amazing.
I think if I had anything like with me, if I'd prepared for the show, I probably would have gone for something off of Graceland by Paul Simon.
Oh yeah, great album.
Because I think the whole album reminds me of car journeys as a kid. Like
that's a good car journey. We had 40 Towers on tape. It drove me mad.
That's good. I can see in your eyes it drove you mad.
You can't see it. It's just on.
What is it? Just a recording from the TV show?
Yeah,
on tape. Oh right, that is a bit rubbish.
Weird.
That's rubbish. What about when he's hitting the car with the branch?
Yeah,
you can't see.
You can hear it.
Yeah.
Imagine the sound of a branch in a car, and you got it.
Oh, hilarity! All right,
Paul Simon though.
Paul Simon.
That's a quality.
I mean, that whole album is just brilliant.
You know, my favourite song on that album, "Diamonds on the Soles of Her Shoes." What a song.
She said, "Honey, take me dancing," but we ended up by sleeping in a doorway.
Yeah.
Yeah, good line.
That's also my favourite line.
Yeah, mine too.
I think we should
date.
Yeah. We're doing pretty badly on that front anyway.
We've been lonely for so long, Robbie. Let's not just do it. Let's just move on swiftly then.
We'll pick that up later.
Move on swiftly. The next song is Your Perfect Love Song. Whoops.
Mine's Diamonds on the Soles of Her Shoes.
Mine too. I love you. I have actually got one, but it's. I don't know if I will use it. It might be. I wouldn't say it's the perfect love song. Is there a perfect love song?
I believe I have a perfect love song, but I don't have it on MP3, CD, or anything.
Okay.
And I remember you and I spoke about this when you were in America, or when you just got back, and it's by Counting Crows.
Oh yeah.
And it's the song Anna Begins.
Oh, Anna Begins. That's a good song.
And it's a great song, and it's like the story is like he, you know. I mean, what I'm doing now is I'm going to tell you what the story is, then we can't play it. So they like met on holiday, and then they fell in love, and you know, all that kind of dross. And then he went home and wrote this song. It's just such a great song. So yeah, but if you want to listen to it, go to YouTube.
It's we really didn't prepare.
No,
it's a spur of the moment show. But I think maybe one day we should properly do this 6 songs of me thing.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
then do a real show out
and
of
everyone
it,
can listen to Thunder Road again.
We've just described Anna Begins.
Yeah,
and we can't play it. But feel free to go and look it up. Yeah, I was thinking like the perfect love song. I mean, love. I don't know if there is a perfect love song.
You and I are embittered, lonely old people.
Yeah, so that's the trouble with us. So I was thinking something like No Children by the Mountain Goats would be the perfect love song, because it's about the breakdown of a marriage and how he hates her. And
that's funny you should say that, because my song that I have brought that can fit into this segment isn't a happy ending song either.
Yeah, I think that's the kind of perfect love song, because it's the most realistic.
Unless you are happily married, in which case stop listening to the show.
Living in a fantasy. Yeah, I've got one. I'll tell you why. Because love songs can be that horrible thing where they're like we were talking about earlier. They're just too sweet and horrible, make you want to throw up. Like, oh, I love you so much, baby.
Oh, anything by the feeling.
Oh,
just
my God.
shut
Just
up.
go
What are you
away.
talking about?
Yeah, who'd love you? So
probably I mean, the singer is married.
They've got lots of girlfriends.
And one of them's married to Sophie Ellis Bextor, so that's at least 2 of them.
And she's got a kid on the way, so...
And she's in Strictly, so...
Good luck to them.
Available on there, so do have fun watching that.
They're very happy. No, I've got a track here. So what I was going to say, my justification for playing this track, is that lots of love songs have horrible lyrics that you just can't relate to because they're just so...
Yeah, James Blunt.
Over the top and too sweet and like unrealistic and rubbish.
Or they just say what you see.
Yeah. She's beautiful. She's got long hair.
Yeah. Well done.
A nice face.
Watching Friends, are you?
Yeah. I've written a love song just now. She's beautiful.
Actually,
She's got long hair.
I thought you were quoting James Blunt. That's what I thought. That's the lyrics.
What? She's got long hair and a nice face.
No, it's you're beautiful. You're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Yeah. But that's
Good.
it. That's you. Obviously heard the version where Sweep from City and Sweep was singing on it.
It's on back in focus.
Yeah.
So the trouble with a lot of love songs is that the lyrics are just god awful, and you can't relate to them. Blah blah blah. Now I read somewhere that the purest form of love is unrequited love, right? And it's the most dignified form of love because you will always be, the dignified one, and you're never the horrible one because they don't love you back, right?
Is this an open letter to Tinder, or is it?
Somebody love me? No, so this song, from the title alone, I imagine it's about unrequited love. It's called I Want to Be Your Lover, right? But the reason I can play it is I don't know what the lyrics are because it's in Khmer. It's a Cambodian song, and I can't understand it.
Right.
So it's the perfect love song.
Right.
If
So if you are listening, you just want to go and get a cup of tea or something, 'cause unless you speak Cambodian.
No, it's great. It's from an album called Electric Cambodia, which was compiled by Dengue Fever.
Oh yeah, I like that band.
Yeah, they compiled this album, and it's like I think what it was Vietnam War spilled over into Cambodia, wasn't it? And then lots of American 60s music got played, and Cambodian people got influenced by it and made their own stuff. So this is from a CD called Electric Cambodia, and it's quite sad. Like, it's one of the few remaining bits of music from around the time because of the Khmer Rouge and all of that bad things. So I think this, going back to the love song bit, is the perfect. I don't think it's the perfect love song. It's the closest to the perfect love song that I can find because it's about unrequited love, and you can't hear the lyrics. The lyrics may be awful. I don't know.
They might be just a Cambodian version of James Blunt.
Yeah.
I personally hope they are.
Oh no. Anyway, I really like it. Anyway, this is a group called Pan Ron. I Want to Be Your Lover. I Want to Be Your Lover by Pan Ron. Are we a fan of Pan Ron?
Yeah, that's right.
That's alright.
I don't know what you're talking about with the old 60s thing, though. All the American music. Maybe I wasn't listening.
Maybe not, but I just think electric guitar. That's all I could think of.
Yeah, it does remind me of that kind of part of the world.
There's another CD, which I think I'm thinking of. Now that you bring it to my attention.
Right, okay. So we just listened to that for no reason? Or was that
No, it's a good love song.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant we played that whole thing and then you were kind of like, oh, that's not the one I was thinking of.
No. No, that was the one I was thinking of, just probably from a different CD. There's another Cambodian CD that I can't remember the name of now. Anyway, let's stop talking about that. Just highlights how unprepared we were.
Our American audience are getting really angry about this.
Fed up. Sorry, guys.
As if they wanted to hear about the Vietnam War.
Don't bring that up.
Oh, this is a disaster.
Like Basil Fawlty. Don't mention the war.
No, because I can see you.
Oh. You only remember him audibly.
No, I mean, I was a fan of 40 Towers. Yes, Minister that I didn't want to listen to.
Oh. My friend at uni liked Yes Minister quite a lot, and Yes Prime Minister.
Did you go to uni with my dad?
Yeah. Right, should we move on to the next one? We're going to skip number 5 because it's dark material. And we're going to go on to number 6, which is the final question of 6 songs with me, believe it or not.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, because we haven't played my one
I haven't
yet.
played your love song. Sorry about that. I'm really good at this.
I didn't even realise that because I thought you were still referring to my song, and then you said 6. And
No, sorry. Yeah, we haven't played Robbie's perfect love song.
have we got time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Organised. So
We're really good. That should be our tagline. We're really good.
yeah. So when you press play next, it probably won't be the song
It
that
probably
I
won't
think
be
it will
because
be.
your CD has a voodoo curse on it and it doesn't play what we want.
It's
So
a maniac.
explain. In fact, should we just have a quick check? Because we could be explaining it for nothing.
Yeah, go on. Yep.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay, go on then.
Right. So this is a band called Frightened Rabbit. They're from Scotland. My friend Rich introduced me to them, and they're just great. One of the things I really like about it is kind of a minor thing, but I think it's kind of relevant in today's day and age, is that he sings in his accent, and it's a really lovely Scottish accent, and not the kind of grating ones that make you want to tear your face off. And it's called Good Arms versus Bad Arms. And it's like, if you listen to the lyrics, you can see like the development of this guy's breakup with, you know, whoever this song was about. And the lyrics just get kind of like more and more bitter about what's happened. And she's like probably gone off with some other geezer, because I think that's what it says in the lyrics. Doesn't use those words. Yeah, so if you want to play it, it's like a really nice, kind of like folky, and they're a really great band actually. The first album was
a
just
relatively new band, aren't they?
I think they're on like their 3rd album now, but I think they kind of like,
I'm wrong.
they're one of the biggest bands in the world actually.
This is Bob Dylan.
No, I think they're still kind of making their way in. Like this was from their first album, or at least what I think is their first album.
Right.
And they've had 2 albums since, but you know, I think one of their songs was used on an advert or something like that, and I think it got quite big. I don't know, I might be wrong. I'm not their agent, so
No. All right. Okay. Let's just play the song. I wasn't accusing you.
just get on with
Let's
it.
get on with it. All right. This is Frightened Rabbit.
Good arms versus bad arms, or when hands down, down. They are built to hold and fit. Look how far they go round. You don't need these now that you've found another pair.
I like that too.
Yeah, good album. I don't know what it's called. Midnight Organ Fight or something like that.
Okay. Midnight Organ Fight.
No, that's total nonsense.
It's going off the top of your head, isn't it?
No, it's definitely got Midnight and Organ in the title.
Maybe it's just Midnight Organ.
It's not.
Where did fight come from?
There's a song on it that says Midnight Organ Fight, I think.
Hey.
Big fan.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was Frightened Rabbit.
Yeah.
I like that. And do you know, when you mentioned Frightened Rabbit before you played that, I thought, oh, okay. And I'll tell you why. Because I sometimes, just to sort of try and keep one toe in popular culture, I sort of dip into the radio now and again and listen to stuff. Like the other day, I listened to some chart music on 4 Music on the telly. Well, it was a big
Good
mistake.
Lord,
I'll
you-
never do that again. Oh. But I listened to Radio 1 for a bit ages ago. I thought, oh, go on, I'll give Radio 1 a go. Go on. And it was, I can't remember who it was, but it was a DJ. It was just a typical Radio 1 DJ who are just intolerable. And they mentioned how much they like Frightened Rabbit. And I just thought, no, I don't know if I'm going to like this.
That's a bit of a shame,
band.
really.
And I think I switched off before she played the song because I just thought, well, I'm not going to like it.
It would have most likely been off their second album, which, if memory serves, I don't think it's as, well, in my opinion as well, I don't think it's as good as the first album. The third album is excellent, like it's really, really, really good.
Okay.
And I think it's the that's it. It's a National Lottery advert, and it was a song called "Swim Until You Can't See Land," and that's probably the one that this person was playing. And that's it's a good song, but it's like kind of not as good as the first album. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I like that anyway. I thought that was good. I liked it.
Cool.
Frightened Rabbit was your perfect love song.
It's not really
Yeah, I know. They're worded rubbish, and I'm going to lead into the next one now as well because I don't like the way this is worded either.
I hate the way this is worded.
This is the 6th and final question of the 6 songs of me. Time for the encore. One last song that makes you, you.
The thing that really, really annoys me about this song is
this song or this question.
this song. I don't know what song
Do you know what I'm
it
going to play?
is. No, the question.
Yeah.
It makes it's clear that if you have a song that makes you, you're so up yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
That you're like, oh, this song is all about me.
There's such a degree of arrogance about that.
It's like some person who's hammered on gin at a wedding disco, just going, oh, this song's about me.
It's my jam. If you're American listeners.
Yeah.
Hi, Americans.
Yeah. We've had a few calls about that, haven't we?
Yeah,
Lighting up.
long distance. Hello? No, Martha doesn't live here. Yes, I am interested in long distance, Eamon.
You'll have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel.
Yeah, so I don't like this either, the way this is worded, because I don't think like one last song that makes you. I never hear a song and go, that is so me.
Yeah.
And I doubt anyone listens to a song and go, oh, do you know what, that is Chris all over that song.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's like, all of my mates, they say this song reminds me.
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
I mean, if I had, maybe I'd say a Springsteen song would for you, but I don't hear Springsteen and think of you.
Yeah, and I think it does the songwriter a disservice by saying, well, that also obviously means a lot to you, but it's like you wrote it about my friend.
Yeah, I just don't like. So what we're gonna do is just play a song that we like.
Yeah,
I think.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
or a band that we like. I don't
actually,
know.
the song that I'm going to play
makes me.
It doesn't. It's not even a constituent part. I just like it.
Yeah, we're just playing songs we like now.
Yeah.
For the last track. So I've got one. because I didn't bring many CDs tonight, like we said. We were just grossly underprepared for tonight. I was in Sainsbury's about 5 minutes before we got here. So I've got an album with me called Cope, and it's the latest album by the Manchester Orchestra. Do you know these guys?
I only know them because you went to see them and ended up standing next to my friend.
Yeah, which was really crazy.
Yeah.
So you haven't heard them, or you have heard them?
No.
Okay, well, I really like them. I think they're really good. They're from Atlanta, Georgia, and I think I know that. I think
so. Anyone listening in Atlanta?
Yeah. Hi, Atlantanese people. And their latest album's called Cope, and it's just still great. They're still really good. I really, really like them.
They've been around a long time.
It's their fourth album, so they haven't been around like really long time. But
I should write an autobiography.
Yeah, they should really, in time for Christmas.
One Direction have had like 2. So.
Yeah, falling behind a bit. So I'm going to play something from Cope, just because. Yeah, I went to see them recently. I really like them, and they're playing again in October, and I've got tickets again.
Are you asking me out?
I just winked at Robbie there for the blind listeners.
I can't wait to cancel on you.
I can't wait either. The inevitable cancel. So I don't know what track to play because I like them all. So there's 11 tracks, so I'm going to get you to just pick a number between 1 and 11.
Let's go with number 8.
Number 8. Okay.
Oh, I bet I've done the worst one.
I have no idea. I like saying that I listen to the Manchester Orchestra because people think I'm cultured and I listen to orchestras.
Yeah. Now they don't.
Now I've completely shattered the illusion by playing that song.
Yeah.
I said I'd let you know what the name of the track was. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trees. So that was the track Trees by the Manchester Orchestra from their latest album Cope, which I highly recommend. Probably not the best song off the album. I like that song, it's really good.
Yeah. Well, you did tell me to pick a number, so
yeah.
No, I've never heard it before.
The thing is, I don't know the names of them. I just listen to it. I just put the album on and listen, and I don't know what they are. I think Every Stone is good.
Cool.
Anyway, whatever. That's a good album. Go and get it now. Robbie, what's your 6th track that makes you you?
Well, it's not. It doesn't make me me.
No.
I just like it. It's a guy that I heard a couple of years back on BBC Radio 2 because they kept on playing his newest single, and this isn't it, and it's by far not his best song. His name's Eli Paperboy Reed, and he's like a proper like old school soul R&B singer.
I was going to say it sounds like a blues name.
Yeah, one of his albums is almost like exclusively blues, and it's really good and authentic.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this song's just like really nice, and I can't say it takes me back because I wasn't from the 1930s through to the 60s. So. But yeah, if you want to.
Oh, you missed out. So we think this is going to be Eli Paperboy.
We hope so, yeah.
Let's see. Yeah?
Yeah.
Great.
she asked me to take her home. Girl I had broke my heart in two. She left me all alone. You know she did not. Said she didn't love me no more. Another king was on the throne. If you want me, baby, come over here and let me take you by the hand, and let's make this a lasting love and not just a one night stand. Am I wasting my time? Yeah. Do you think this is love that we found? Am I wasting my time? Oh yeah, 'cause if I am, baby, am I wasting my time? Yeah. Do you think this is love that we found? Am I wasting my time? Oh yeah, 'cause if I am, baby, you can turn